Hello, Kasimanos, and welcome to another episode of Upod Kastorya, the Sunday Cast Session. So, Sunday na naman, no? Kadasigid yasang oras, and tomorrow, klase naman liwat. So, if you're having difficulty in sleeping or stress ka, then you're in for a treat tonight. Tonight's episode is very special since I'm a very artsy person as well. But hindi lang ako isa kay I am joined by my fellow communicator, my Manang J. Belvis. Hi, Nang!
Hi, hello, Manuas. Hi, Yan. Thank you for
Hello!
this opportunity, Yan, no? By the way, hi, everyone. I'm Jiren, and I also do podcast in my YouTube channel at Inday Jiren's Vlog. And I also want to greet the communication fourth year, especially yan nga mag-guest ka man sa akong podcast soon.
Yeah, sure na. So, kasi Manuas, if you have time, you can visit Nang Jaren's YouTube account, di ba, Nang? So, first of all, thank you so much, Nang, for accepting our invite for this episode. So, kumusta ang fourth year
Welcome.
life, Nang? Walk us through your fourth year life.
Ay, yan. Yan, stressful. But for me, yan, ang fourth year, yan, is about taking over a lot of responsibility. Especially nga seniors na kami and in every event, do kami ang ga-facilitate sa amon nga lower years, which is sa inyo yan. And being a fourth year is a challenge man yan. Kaya dapat maging role model gid kami sa lower years. Meaning, dapat well-behave ka gid yan. So, ka lang, char. So,
Ay, grabe, role model. So,
di ba?
although hindi na ako mag-fourth year, but... so,
Ikaw, well-behave naman sa imo sa second year dapat.
so there you have it, Kasimanos, and we welcome you to this episode.
May ginakabalaka, kabala, may ginapanomdom nga madalong. Wala sang may maistorya pamatyagan nga gaisanon. Kung amo sining ang imo nga nabatyagan, ari lang kami mamatis ang imo nga istorya. Dali na kasimanwan, sulod na upod ka storya. Bisan ano ka bulay, sa panahon ikaw man gihapon, ang bida kasimanwan. Feeling lost, frustrated, or feel pressured, whatever you feel is valid. Don't forget, kung may ibubunot nga ipabutyag, remember that we are here one tap away. Kung amo sining ang imo nga nabatyagan, ari lang kami mamatis ang imo nga istorya. Dali na kasimanwang, sulod na upod ka storya. Bisan ano ka budlay, sa panahon ikaw man gihapon, ang bida kasimanwang. Dali na kasimanwang, sulod na upod ka storya. Bisan ano ka budlay, sa panahon ikaw man gihapon, ikaw man gihapon, ikaw man gihapon, ang bida kasimanwan. Upod ka storya.
Hi!
Hello,
Hi,
guys.
everyone! So, first of all, thank you so
Hey,
much.
hey.
So, first of all, thank you so much for accepting our invitation. And we are excited to get to know you and hear about your craft, your art, But before that, let's have a little introduction first para maka-warm up. So, introduce yourselves, your name, your course, your school, what do you do, like music, painting, and basically the stuff that you want our viewers to know about you. So, let's start with Paul. Hi, Paul. Good evening.
Paul.
Hey, hey. Name's Chris, but my friends call me Paul. I'm a second year college student taking foreign service in the University of San Agustin. I like to sing songs. I like to make poetry, make stories. I like to hang out at cafes, watch theaters, and watch movies with my friends.
Nice.
I like to explore a lot of things, actually. And recently, I started making bracelets, so there's a lot of things to do.
Oh, you're
Next
into arts area. So, next up, Nang Faye. Nang Faye, hi.
Hello, Nang Faye.
Hi. So I'm Felice Gatchon, third year AB Communication student of the University of San Agustin. I am also an actor of the USA Little Theater. I'm also into writing. I used to be a literature student, so um, I'm into writing, especially sa Little Theater. I like to write scripts, and I'm trying to develop more on my skill in writing.
Wow. So, Nang Faye, ano ang usually gina-write mo?
Usually I'm into poetry,
Wow.
and usually ang themes ko are go focus more on sa women's rights, mga uh, domestic abuse, mga amo na usually nga topics sa
Yes,
poetry.
girl
Wow.
power. So, moving on, let's have Nang Crystal. Crystal, right? Sakto gid man nang.
Yes. Hello, good evening.
Ang pretty.
I'm Crystal Heaven. I'm from West Visayas State University. I'm a senior broadcasting student. I'm a writer by profession, but a visual artist by passion. Char. um, Currently, I am working as a content writer, but for art, I've always leaned towards traditional art, painting. But yes, I'm looking to explore other forms of art. So, ganun.
Fellow mascom, communicator man kami nang.
Next naman partner is si John.
Oh,
Hi, John.
JCA.
Hi po. Hi, I'm John Christian Angala from Central Philippine University. Course ko po natin take is Bachelor of Science in Digital Media Interactive
Wow.
Arts. And I'm dancer talaga. Then
Oh.
nag-try ako mag-rapper.
Sample.
Ayun lang.
Sample naman dyan.
later. So, moving on, let's proceed to Anexa.
Ang cute sa gilid.
Hi, good evening. My name is Anexa Mariti Ganghe. I'm a third year student in University of San Agustin. I'm taking BS Psychology. I'm a past member of USA Little Theater when I was in senior high. I'm also in Kailongga organization under the Women's Empowerment Committee. Right now, I'm the past board member of the ACAS. Right now, I'm painting. And actually, I feel very honored and surprised. Kaya caught ako ni Yancy and I was kind of nervous. Ang inhambalan ako nga, ay katamo sa mga upod ko diri. And I feel like, qualified may payahan nga ayo ko diri. Because I did it for pastime. But I'm very happy to meet and be able to learn with my fellow artists as well. So good evening.
Yay!
Thank you, next. So, ano ang usually ginatawag si mo next? Anexa?
Kung ako ang maglawag, sa kagalingan ko, kasi proclaim ako, princess na ako nickname.
Princess.
Pero kung matagal, actually gusto ko na princess, pero wala sing gabating na princess ako. You can call me Anexa.
Si, next naman, si Sam. Hello, Sam.
Hello everyone. Thank you so much for having me. here today for this interview. I'm Sam Phyla. My real name is Samantha, but I like to be called Sam. I am a student at the University of San Agustin, taking up Bachelor in Science in Tourism Management. I'm a third year college student. So actually, upod ko si Faye sa USA Little Theater, kabatch kami. And at the same time, since my time naman ko subong, I'm also a dancer at the Claraval Gonzalez School of Classical Ballet.
Uy!
Arisa, may plan ikaw mag-join sa Miss U. Kay Imo Beauty to. Pang Miss
Oh,
U. Lumay ko
no, no. Actually, ang height ko I'm only 5 flat, so though tapos I don't know really how to speak well naman, so I don't know. It's not really my thing, guro.
Ako na, hindi
Thank
mo ko
you, Sam.
pag-ask, Char.
So, partner, now that our guests have introduced themselves, let's start the show by having our first segment, the Steal or the Dare Artist Edition. Ayon.
So, the rule is simple, guys. You just have to spill or dare. So, ready ka mo? Thumbs up if you're ready. Okay, nang Jairen, sinong first?
Ang first ko no is ang
I shall be the sacrificial lamb. Hey, hey.
So, you can call me Jay. Manang Jay.
All right, Jay, let's hit it on me. Give it to me. Give it to me. What is it?
The question is, ang spill, pero secret lang yung on your social media and deleted it afterwards because it flopped.
Spill or dare?
So when I say dare, I throw it to another person. Or what's the dare? Ay, secret pa lang dare. Siguro, I think the answer is obvious if I say the truth. So just give me the dare na lang.
Okay. So, ang dare, partner Yancy, Paul, do the opa heart sign in the cutest way possible. Ayun.
Oh my God.
Ano ang
Hindi na po kabalik sa spill. Ay, hindi na.
No, you can take it back, Paul. Char.
hindi na?
Sure, it's your choice. Ikaw bala. Would you spill or dare?
Sige na lang. Meron ako din.
Ayun.
Ayun! Kunay. So, let's move on to Nang Faye. Nang Faye, are you there?
Okay.
Yes, yan.
Okay. Spill. This is
Dare
what
you.
you have to spill. Have you ever got mad or picon with a fellow LT member? Spill or dare?
um,
So, sige,
sige, dare na lang kay feeling ko. Yan.
Okay,
Or
dare. Ano yung forte? Wag na ng
Wala, no.
act a scene from a movie. Kahit yung mga one line lang. Yung bakit parang, go
Oh my
now.
God.
Go na.
Wala, wait. Oh my God. Okay, wait lang. Matindog ka, joke lang. Okay. Ano man, habala, okay. Ano man,
Okay,
katagin lang ko
okay.
curious. Charot.
3,
Wait lang.
2, 1, action!
Bogs! Bogs, tama na! Tama na, ano ba? Sa tingin mo ba kapag gugutom pa na to, babalikan ka ni Ana, ha? Di ako doon. Oh my God. Okay na to.
Partner, kung i-rate mo pila, ang iya performance.
Ay, sinang Faye na ginaya 10 over 10.
Wow, perfect. Ikaw, Paul, what do you think?
Siguro, numbers cannot describe ang perfection sila.
Si Anexa.
Basta, tigil mo yung daan namin na mayak. Tingnan lang yung wala nag-narrate. The fuck, help. Tigil na yun.
Rate sa iya nga performance.
So, sinang next ng Jaren?
Okay, ang next, ang kay story ako kaginan si Anexa. So, if spill, lose your passion or lose a friend. Ano? Secret daw ang there, no? Yan.
Hmm?
Spill. Ano mas spill?
Ang problem daan is nang-invite ako, joke. Nang-invite ako sa mga shoot. Siguro ang ending. Wala mo tulaan ko, friend. Tungkol sa podcast. Good deal. Sige. I feel like si Paul kag si Faye nag-dare. Yung KJ, sige dare.
Okay. There is, you
Ang
have to
there,
say
say,
hello.
Ari next. Say hello, but ang
Ha? Ay, sorry, wait.
say hello, pero active ka.
Sige. Lugay na ako acting. Gusto ko to. Sige. Yung si NC man ang makyu.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, action.
Hi. Um, uh, I'm so happy nga ari ko sa bong, and it's so nice to be able with people who are under my level, but it's okay. I know I do charity works, so I think it's okay. Okay, yun na. I'm sorry, Sin.
Grabe, ganyan si
Ano
Anexa yan. Okay, moving on. Let's have
Super
Nang
important.
Krystalle. Nang, hello.
Hello, present.
So, this is what you have to spill. Does it boost your ego when people validate your work? Spill or dare?
I like this question, so I will spill.
Go.
Of course. Sino ba hindi? 'Di ba? As an artist, I mean, I don't judge those nga ginatago nila artwork, but to those who publicize their artwork, let's not deny it feels good as an artist, as a person, when people validate you and your work. So yes, 100%.
True.
Next na yan.
So, sinong next, Nang Jay?
Si Jan. Hello, Jan. So, spill or dare? If spill, being mainstream or underrated, if there's a good anay. Spill or dare?
Lahat sila nag-dare, so spill ako.
Okay, go.
Go, Jan.
Pwede mo paulit ng question?
Being mainstream or underrated?
Mas gusto ko po na underrated. Kaysa yung may katulong kang parang may nagmamanage sa'yo, ganun. Pero ang dami kasi hindi nag-work na may label eh. Ganun. Kaya mas gusto ko pong Ay, hindi. About sa music. Hindi. Sorry.
Jan, go.
Mas gusto ko ba underrated?
Actually, same. Though somehow there are people saying na you're underrated is a compliment. It's because, gusto nila nga makabati ang more people that you deserve a bigger reach, di ba? Okay, so last but not the least, Sam.
Hello.
So this is what you have to spill, Sam. Would you rather give up ballet or theater?
Oh my gosh. That's such a hard question, no. Because they're both art. Oh my God. Kaya kung ma-dare ko subong ba, hindi ko man bet bala. Sige, matry ko dare.
Okay, there. So your dare is to do the ooh.
Bagay sa sige nung, syempre.
Okay.
Alright.
3, 2.
Sorry.
Okay, good sa to.
Okay.
Ayan. So, our guests are very game na game kaya, and that's it for the Spill or Dare game. So, Kasiman was use the hashtag Artista episode 4 and comment down your questions, reactions, and you may win 50 pesos worth of load. So, how do these artists continue their arts during the lockdown? Where do they get inspiration from? How has society's view of the arts progressed over the years? So let's find out the answers here on the breakdown.
First things first, no? How did your for Paul, ne? So first things first, no? How did your love for your art, for music, for acting, painting, or the art that you do start? What it's something na inborn, or did you just develop it growing up? Let's start with Paul. Okay, Paul.
It's
Paano
actually
ka
a
nag-start?
really sige, go on. It's a funny story,
No,
actually. Really funny story. Because it's a matter of nature and nurture, and I'm actually a mix of both of that. Growing up, I was surrounded by so many talented people. My cousins were like in a band back in San Agustin. My other cousin liked to perform and do paintings, like full size paintings. My brother likes to play the guitar. My sister loves to dance. And practically all of my titos and titas can sing, even if they're not drunk. Even if they're not drunk. So growing up, I was, I had so many idols, inspirations, and I had to walk my own path. I learned that I was good, really good at writing. I loved reading books and putting all the things that were coming on my way growing up. I started falling in love first with writing, poetry making, story making, then singing, then dancing, then acting. And I'm here in San Agustin right now because of my friends in the little theater. Because I would just stare at them and I would think, wow, I want to be like that someday. Well, sadly, quarantine, so I can't do that now. But still, it's nature and nurture. It was nature since I was surrounded by my family who were really talented in arts, and it was nurture because I chose to like nurture these things that really gave me who I am right now. It's just the little things, no? A book, a song that just makes the entire road. Even if it's if it's just like a TV show or like a radio show or whatever. If it makes you feel like you know fire, if it brings out the passion in you, then
yes,
keep holding on, keep going for it, because it's gonna go a long way. So yeah, nature and nurture.
Yes, true.
yes. Yes, partner. You know, partner, if love mo talaga yung ginagawa mo, parang hindi ka magsasawang gawin yung passion mo. Alam mo yon. And parang kay Paul, na love niya na talaga. Parang love of versa. Parang na-in love na siya sa passion niya. So, parang hindi siya napagod na gawin. Parang growing up, parang yun na yung talagang ginagawa niya. And thank you, Paul, for sharing your story, no?
Yes, actually, the way that he told his story, it's radiating. Yeah, his love for the arts is somehow inspiring. Wow, so thank you for that, Paul. So, how about you, Jan? Jan? Paano ka ba nagsimula? Paano na sumulat ng kanta, na mag-start ng YouTube?
Nag-start ako ng music. Ano lang, early 2020, mga around May 2020. Ano talaga nun? Hard lockdown talaga. Wala akong trip. Pero, yung kung question is kung naano ko lang, kumbaga parang na-develop ko lang or inborn na talaga. Elementary pa lang ako, grade 1, nasali na ako sa mga dance contest. Doon nag-start na music talaga yung gusto ko. Then nag-lockdown nga, nawala yung U-Day sa CPU, walang contest, walang presaa, walang dance fusion. Then nakita ko yung mic ko sa drawer. Kasi dati nag-start din akong gumawa ng mga short film. Tapos ayun yung pang voice over ko, yung mic na. Tapos nag-search ako kung paano, kung ano bang basic ng paggawa ng kanta, ganun. And
Nox.
ayun, kumbaga siya inborn talaga siya, pero inano ko lang, in-improve ko lang, yung ano lang, ano ba?
parang dyan, parang into practice, na i-improve mo yung
Opo,
talent.
ayan, ganun.
Parang ako din dyan, parang parehas tayo. Nung pandemic, nag-start din ako mag-vlog. Kasi sabi ko, ano ba yung pwede kong gawin? Kasi pandemic. And then yun, parang nag-start na ako mag-podcast. Ayun. So parang, parang na-enjoy ko din. Ayun. Ikaw yan, partner.
So, actually, ang pandemic, no, somehow do may positive side man. We naka-explore ta sa mga things na we never thought that kaya tagali. And YouTube is a powerful platform. Do self-taught. Like, we can easily learn from that, diba? So, nang Jairen? Being an artist no, usually takes a lot of inspiration and motivation. So, for you, nang Crystal, where do you mostly get your inspiration from?
I get my inspiration from other artists. I get inspired by the thought of maybe one day my art can make a difference and I can find my own vision. You know, famous artists like Da Vinci, Salvador Dali, they don't paint mga hyperrealism, mga low portrait lang. Kita, di ba, they have their own, may vision silang ila, like something out of the ordinary. That it inspires me to be able to reach that level of vision and skill.
Yeah, so I don't know, it's amazing lang how we get inspiration from even the most simple things, di ba? So how about you, Sam? Where do you get mostly your inspiration from?
Oh, okay. So actually, I mostly get my inspiration for wherever I am. So like when I'm in the studio, I get inspiration from my fellow dancers, my fellow actors, and so it makes me also want to also be like them and learn from their techniques. Or sometimes, sorry, or sometimes, my feed is full of dance and theater content. So sometimes when I'm scrolling, I see videos or pictures of these really good artists that makes me, or that makes me push myself to be like them, to be inspired by them, because that's my passion. And that I personally want to be like that. So, wala.
Nak. So, ikaw ng Faye, acting usually requires a lot of, acting requires you to put yourself in the character's shoes. So, how and where do you get your inspiration to be an effective actress, to be an effective portrayal of that role?
So I think the best way for me to do this is through empathy. And for me to be able to do this, I think it's important that I lose who I am. I mean, I try to forget everything that make up my identity and think of myself as a vessel. Nga, my instruments, my voice, my body, everything, it's just a vessel to give life to the narratives, to the experiences of my character. And na sa LT namon, we're also trained to make a 3D character sa amon nga character. We need to, in order for them to be whole, we need to know their physical attributes, their psychological state, and their social, kung ano sila sa society and how people react to them. We need to really get to know our character and we need to let go of ourselves, our identity, because it's not about us, it's about the narratives of our character. So I think amo na ang way ko siguro para maging effective nga actor, it's to let go of myself when I'm on stage.
Yes. Being actually no, being immersed in the arts make you somehow empathetic, right? So how about you next?
Ay, what do I answer? Ang question kay Faye or ang kung di naghalin na ako nga?
Like, kay
Janice.
actress ka man, di ba? So, how and where do you get your inspiration to be an effective actor or actress?
I do agree with Faye in terms of the three dimensions of the character. Kay very essential in siya when you're acting, especially in theater. Kay even what how kanang isang material bala pag ang delivery is hindi mo man siya wala dulot. Hindi siya makaigo sa audience. I think that it's important first that you know how to put your shoes in the character, him or herself. But it's really hard then kung ang imo ng character is wala ka amo na experience. So I feel like it's important na nga mag-research ka gid. Kay especially kung ang mga role ba nga ginahatag sa LT before, sa LT pa ko, sa mga pa quit. May ay before role nga ang as a women's dormitory jail sa tubang sa University of San Agustin na nag-perform kami mismo sa jail. And ang pinaka-stressful ko nga role, I'm so sorry Sir E, kay first, never pa ko yan wala ko siyempre kabalo sa sulod sa jail. I don't know what's happening inside. Next is I don't have a child. So I will never know. I do not know the mother, the feeling of a mother nga ma-separate ka sa imong child, pangudara ka sa sulod sa pisan. So grabe itong struggle ko kay hindi ko kabalo kung may kumakuha sa tinilus. Kaya hala maano Kuya B, hindi wala pa ako sang makutan, wala pa ako sang kilala. So I had to research it on my own, watch films nga, yung feeling and everything. And I think nga the environment really helps. Kay the day before, so nagtagtugid kami to bala nga ma-feel mo kit ang floor space sa women's dormitory nga mapasyagan mo di pala nga amunan ni ang kailangan mo share sa damo-damo nga tao and to think na ang bata mo nagdako na. I think it helps kid. So I feel like amo na first you have to be di ko kaya nga empathy kasi is very important for being an actor. Kaya kung you lack empathy, kabudlegit ibutang ang yung balang shoe sa situation sa iyong mga character. Kaya naman yung bilabot, kuya kung wala ko empathy, ano man niya bilabot? Kasi nanay, ito hindi mo na ko tuya, di ba? Oh, I don't care. Siya. But if you're able to empathize, kahapos mag-emotion bala, kahapos mag-hold on sa emotion as an actor. That's it.
Yes.
Next, may naghambal bala sa akon nga friend mo nga very
Yes.
dedicated kagad sa imo nga work, especially sa painting mo.
Yeah. Actually, amo na siya ganit. Dali lang kami check ako there. Masyadong bahalan ka. Actually, in terms of art, ko kayo ng Krystalle. Pag gina, oh my gosh, may painter ako. May dali nga upod. Kaya I do not do it for like, ako hindi ko makita akong self ng halang may talent. Hindi ko niya, drawing. Lagay ko niya for like, for mental health purposes. Kaya, I go to therapy and my doctor was like, why not have something to do balanga will help you channel your emotions, my anxiety and my depression into something very wholesome. And so as a psychology student, I figured out something na magiging very nice, wholesome, and it's a form of sublimation as well. Amo na siyang painting. And then for naging na siya pastime. So like the fact that people actually get to appreciate it, nakatouch mo compared to sa mga iba ng artist, hindi ko mga level 1 pa lang. Pero it's nice man nga, I mean, kasi mga 5 lang pala ang support sa inyong work, 5, 6. It's nice nga pa nga, there are people who gets to support your craft. I agree kay Jan, diba? Nga ang underrated pala. Ang thing, abi kung mainstream ka, lain ang love mo for craft, different, abi nga, kung kasi cut ka na pala, syempre, kasal kong dakul ba nga, labas hindi nila magustuhan ako nga craft or ako nga work. So, kasi wala ka nag-focus sa kung anong passion mo itself. Dito ka na lang sa mga opinions sa mga tao sa bibig mo. The thing naman, if you were like 7, 8, mas focus kasi yung mga work kasi it doesn't matter kung ano kabalon sa iban. Kaya this isn't 12 lang yakon audience, happy ako sa akong creation. So, really
Yes.
Next, do kumbaga coping mechanism mo kuno do dira ka ga-express no.
And it's a matter, it's it's quality over quantity, di ba? As long as there's one person who believes in you, like, okay, go, push. So, nang Jaren?
Okay, so partner, the pandemic has affected almost everyone, physically, emotionally, mentally. Almost everyone were mentally drained. As an artist, how do you continue your craft when you're mentally exhausted? Do you push yourself back to write a song, a poem, to paint, to act, or you wait until you think you're okay? So, first, Paul.
So this really hits home. Actually, a lot of my pieces were actually written in a very, very dark time. So a lot of the themes really reflected what I was feeling at the moment. Pero first things first, no. Let's talk about mentally exhausted. You are not Atlas. All right? Do not carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You have your friends, you have your family. They're there to help you carry that weight. And when it comes to art, art will always be there. Now imagine yourself in a dark room, no? If you have a single lighter, and if you light that up, in a very dark room, that tiny light is enough to illuminate your face and to see through that darkness. For me, art is like that, right? The hardest thing to do when you're mentally exhausted, especially in the pandemic, when you're stuck in a room with nothing to do, doing the same things over and over and over and over again, is that tiny thing that's changing, right? The hardest thing is to write that word or sing that right tune or make the right stroke or choose the right color. But once you do that, everything will start falling into place. So even if you don't trust yourself, all right, trust in the process. Because when there is an opportunity that something will go right, it will go right. So for everyone, it goes differently, you know. There is no formula for life, and there is no formula for art. After all, each and every one of us has
Yes.
our own form of art. So I guess just pick what works for you. If it helps when you feel upset and you start doing art, then that's great. Do it. But if you feel like you need to rest first before doing your art, then do it. It's great. It's totally up to you. And you just have to figure it out, you know?
Yeah. Ko man and i-edit. Okay, so let's resume. The pandemic has shown to us how people go to the arts for entertainment, yet our culture remains more leaned, I guess, toward science. So, Nang Faye, do you think that art is still underappreciated here in the country? And as an artist, how do you feel about this?
So, although there are steps na no, hindi ko man gusto pag i-discredit like ang
Uh,
example ang city government for the steps they make bala to promote art especially nga sa ila events di nga gina-put up mga uh, kaya ang organizations taman be that help promote the arts. But amo na daw condition patagyapon nga there is more value nga ginahatag sa sciences than the arts. So I think the arts is still underappreciated and ang maski ang monetary value gani ba ginahatag ta wala nga daw
True.
most of our artists mga underpaid kay ang social value man di nga ginahatag sa ila is less than those nga are sa sciences. So I think although there are steps naman made to promote the arts, I think we still need to continue promoting the art. Kay it's an ongoing process. Kaya it's not something that you could turn around in just, one snap lang. So I think if we work together, man siguro as a community, as a country, in trying to build our the industry sa arts, I think we could there will be progress in promoting the arts. So I think.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Good Nang Faye. So, how about you, Nang Crystal? How do you feel about this? Or what's your stand about this?
I agree with Faye that though I cannot completely say that the arts here is not appreciated or underappreciated, but it's not appreciated enough. Uh, though I do commend the uh, how do you call this? The appreciation they now give to the arts. Kita mo man, there are more artworks being displayed sa aton malls and ang buskers, 'di ba? They have more
Yes.
opportunity for for music, for and also I'm aware that there are mga groups for dance na gina-promote naman subong. So I appreciate this um, this change that they put para sa arts naton, but I would like to see more kay especially over the pandemic. I feel like were more artists born, so we
True.
need to appreciate that. So that's my stand.
True, gid nang. The pandemic, gid yan, no, damo na may na-explore nga bagay sa pandemic. So, when you finish an artwork, do you always want to share it with other people, or damo ba may doubts pa na maybe this is not good enough, or maybe I'll get bashed. So how do you deal with these doubts next?
Next.
Ako? Sorry. Wait. Na-lost ako. What's na question na. Sorry.
Like when you finish an artwork, wala, like, do you always want to share it with other people, or may mga voices sa head mo nga say nga maybe this is not good enough, maybe I'll get ridiculed. So how do you deal with these thoughts?
Um, Actually, meron akong nabatasan. Yung grabe ko pala mag-down sa myself, grabe ko mag-criticize and everything. Wala, pag nakita sa ibang nga tao, ako na yung miss Milo. Ay niya, no, yak ko na. So, and actually, sa start, wala yung kinanamian. Like, wala lang drawing nga kayo, wala ko gahatag. It's ang value, bala sa uy kong artwork. Kaya ko for pastime lang siya. Ang ako yung first fan is ang ako yung mother. Siya, ganyan, like, amo na, sang start nga do, sa tungod nga ginatagan siya ni bagay sa akong ni nanay, nga baka siya nagabakalas ng mga art materials, tapos ako sa balay mo na naman nagatapik ang mga drawings, yung kain hindi. So, there pala daan, at least meron akong one person na may purpose mo siya. So, like, okay lang, bisa ni, tapos after the drawing, pakita ko naman siya. And then, the next start, nga pating mga friends ko, like, sila man mismo, ma-appreciate nila ako na art, nanabian ko di, ka-fulfilling, na when people around you, the closest ones kid, actually give appreciation sa imong ginobra. So like meron ko na nga like gusto ko siya ginapakita ko siya, pero like hindi siya public. Pero it's more of sa akong yung friends, sa akong yung family members. I have an attitude of giving like mga cute stuffs, mga paintings, drawings, nga, but tungod lang namin ako wala makita ang reaction sa ginhatagan ko. Ay, cute siya, kita ko na. Pero may mga araman, yung mga like drawings nga wala for ako, not for my eyes only. Pero as much as possible, wala ko siya gina-ridicule in a sense nga laway siya. It's just more of nahuya ko, kay basi bala, abi ko lang niya sa akon, okay na siya, pero basi bala nga sa iban, galiya, hindi siya namin. Pero actually, wala man sila may ginahambal, pinapangunahan ko lang. But the fact nga muna, may mga kilalang ka-people, the fact nga may maka-appreciate siya, mas kaka-boost ako ng confidence. Palang, okay naman siya, kay namin man siya kuno. So, at least ihatag ko sa iya. Pero like a big crowd, hindi ko confident. Nag-focus pa sa story. Pero,
I don't know, it's amazing how support can do wonders, ganyan, no? How about you, Sam?
What I like doing is when I'm at the studio, sometimes I record what we're doing or certain choreos, and normally I'd like to post a little bit of snippets in my IG story because I don't know, I'm happy that I'm doing what I'm doing, and I won't lie. Though there are some times I think maybe it wasn't good, but it's something that I need to learn about to be better. Like what they say, we learn from our mistakes, and the only competition I have in my life is me.
Yes.
And in the other hand, I should be proud of my work and how far I've become. Because not to tikal ha, pero we should be proud. All of us should be proud of our accomplishment because it's something that we've worked so hard for naman. So we shouldn't be shy or hesitant naman. I encourage all of us, kidya nga, just go, show your confidence. Learn and correct yourself when you make mistakes, We're human.
True, true.
Ako partner, agree ako kay Anexa. Inang may mga moment gid nga amo na nga ay basi kalain ni or basi okay ni do amo na ang may artwork ka nga gusto mo ipakita do amo na may ara ka hesitation bala. But gusto ko lang ma-remember sang everyone na hindi ka mo magkahuya na ipakita ang inyong itsura. Kay you need to trust yourself. And kung sino man ang mo-motivate si yourself, hindi ikaw lang. So, ang mga people around you, surround yourself with those people nga ma-trust mo again and ang people na ma-appreciate ka again. So, amo na ang insight ko man kay Anexa. Yeah.
Yes. In your case, Jan, di ba kay experience ka na mag-release songs. So, when do you know that the song nga ginsulat mo is is set to be shared, is good enough na ba? Do you ask for other people's opinions or it entirely depends on you? Like gut feeling, okay, maybe amo na ni siya final.
Bali, ako kasi, last year talaga, nung, ayun nga, kakastart ko pa lang sa music, ganun. Ano talaga ako, sobrang dedicated ko talaga sa ginagawa ko. Kasi, 8 months straight, weekly upload ako. 8 months straight. Weekly. Music yun, iba-ibang music, weekly. 8 months straight. Tapos, nalalaman ko siyang pwede nang i-release. Basta, based lang sa tainga ko. If nagustuhan ko. Pero minsan kasi, naabot na sa point na ang dami kong unreleased. Tapos kumbaga ang hirap niyang i-market. Kasi magpapatong-patong na yung mga pinost mo, ganun. So, minsan naabot sa point na nagpapakritics na rin ako sa mga kaibigan ko, ganun. Kasi, importante yun sa lahat ng aspect ng arts na may magkikritik sa'yo kahit isang tao lang. Or, ang hirap kasi pag sabihin natin kaya mo mag-isa, ganun. Kasi may mga ganun talaga, may mga taong self-made talaga, ganun. Pero iba pa rin sa feeling na may nagkikritik sa'yo. Kasi hindi mo makikita sa self mo yung yung tama or mali mo eh. Kumbaga ibang tao makakapagsabi nun. Kaya mas okay na may nagkikritik sa ginagawa mo.
True. So, speaking of critics, no, Paul, as an artist, we are prone kaya to criticism. So, how do you handle criticisms?
Here's the thing with criticism, no? It stings the ego. It's a big slap to the face, actually. But here's the thing: you could never become better unless you walk out of your shell. Here's the thing: a lot of my early poetry, a lot of my early stories, always it always revolved around love. And dude, sobrang cheesy, gas na yung love. So like, I had a friend, bro, read this poem. I made it like around 30 minutes ago. How did you like it? It's nice, but it sounded just like the poem you gave to me last week. Also, it's about love. So that was when I realized, why do I just tunnel, no, and just look at love this way? Romantic love, no, pang jowa. But why do I not look at love in a sense? The love for our nature, the love of a parent to the child, the love for passion, the love of teaching. There is so much in love. Love pa lang ha, but imagine other things. Hard work, commitment, and just random, there is beauty in chaos, actually. Darkness, pain, suffering. There's so much. But you wouldn't know because, sige, okay lang na. May kaso critic my art, I feel hurt. No, I'm not hurt at all, no. Honestly, what I want to say is life is too short to be serious. So take all the criticisms you get, every single bit, because every single bullet they shoot at you is
Hindi ka
ammunition
naon?
for yourself to become better. So every slap in the face, turn the other cheek. Say, sige pare, give me more. But not to be like a masochist, no? But actually be a masochist. You need to get every single thing. Ano pagid? Ano pagid? Ano pagid? And then, you have an idea. Mamangkot kita. Diin ako mag-start. Paano ko mag-improve? Ask the person. Where did I go wrong? Then there you have it. Start from there and keep going. Kung damo critics mo, then that means you have so much source to go on with. So that's what I say. Go and look at your critiques right in the eye and ask for more. That's it.
Well, I agree. I agree. The more criticisms that you receive, the better that you get, diba? So, how about you, Nan Crystal? How, in your personal standpoint, how do you handle criticisms?
How I handle criticism is ako. I had a very long learning process not to worry about what other people think because art is subjective and people have different interpretations of art whether you like it or not. So ang akon, whether people like my work or not, naisip ko I can't please everyone at the end of the day. And I guess siguro they just have a taste. Lain na paita nila. It doesn't make them, they don't feel anything about or towards my art or this person's art. So, ang iniisip ko na lang, if they don't like it, it's okay. If they love it, then thank you. Actually, some last year, I think, that was the first time nag-post ko sa Facebook of me painting. Kaya ako, nauya, gid ko na. Halimbawa na, I've never posted about my art. Pero it was the first time na gin-show ko gid like ang process of me making the canvas, doing everything. And I was really nervous. Pero when may naghambal di kagina, ikaw lang man na gali makakita what's wrong with your work. Ang iba na tao hindi nila mabalaan. And regardless if may sala kagid man sa bramo, it's still art. Na wala sang artwork na perfect. And that's what makes it art. And if someone criticizes me for my art, then I just have an audience. Amo lang na.
Yes, true. I actually saw your video nang that paint ka. It was amazing the way you voice overed it. And tama, we are not everyone's cup of tea. So, we should not allow other people to invalidate our art because that's ours, diba? That's how we express ourselves. But more than using art as an expression, what does your art mean to you, Anexa?
Um, my art, first I feel like it's my growth. I started it um, in the middle of when I was clinically, yeah. So, kasi when I'm alone, like, or makascan ko lang ako no work, and then, mag-proud ko lang, yung unis ng una, dila mo makita ako in progress from kung ano ako na arts ng una, kiwi-kiwi pang lines and everything. Tapos subong kiwi pang diapon, pero sa bulan naging tatlong gamay, damam na siya. So it really means big sa akon. Also, I feel like it especially sa mga pandemic, nga ka-dark and kakadamulas ang katabo, and it's really hard to be able to cope up with everything. It helps me go back to wake my inner child in me. Kaya ang mga drawers, mga very wholesome, cute things, ka-childish. Pero sa akin, it's my serotonin booster. It makes me feel accomplished. at the same time, my art gives me purpose in a sense nga at the end of the day, it feels nice nga mina-accomplish ka man yun pala, even though it's not like the best kid. Pero at the end of the day, may mga baga pa lang, ay, naubra ko niya, natapos ko niya. So, when I get to do that, do, may lang nga something nga ma-proud mo sa akin myself, especially these times nga, college is hard. I feel like all of us understand that. At the moment na magtapak sa college, kung feeling mo alam mo kasi sa high school ka, pag tungtong sa college, nung matampak ka din sa katotohanan, nga ay may mas alam pa sa ako muna. So sometimes it's hard to feel accomplished or happy in doing things. If feeling mo mas ng mediocre, hindi pa na enough and everything. My art gives me happiness in a sense na at the end of the day, pag na-finish ko siya, do mamabal ko lang, ay may natapos ko today. And when I look at it, I feel proud sa akin myself na despite nga bisa sa adlaw nga very stressed ko and everything, so it reminds me na I finished something today and maybe tomorrow I have to do something again. I have to draw something again, and that makes me happy. So my art naman siya, I see my progress sa aking art. That's why it really matters to me.
Nice. So, how about you, Nang Faye? What does your art mean to you?
I think though nag-evolve man siya as I evolved as a person, kaysa una, ang akon nga, ang writings ko, ang acting ko, I used to focus on the skills. I used to focus on myself nga daw do I act well, do I write well, do amo na bala do more on sa pag-validate ko sa self ko. But as I got exposed to different schools of thought, though mas, naging aware ko bala sa society, tabi, though it has become a platform na sa akon to tell the narratives of other people, nga do feeling ko do vessel, nalanggit ko nga do paagyan, bala sang information that needs to get out to the world, that, people should know this, though, and it's more fulfilling pagid if they act on the issues, though na bala, and it's good man nga ang training namon sa LT. It really helps us to nga inang may dulot bala amon nga content, and ara gid ang purpose namon ang advocacies de. And it's not just about the actors. It has nothing to do with the actors. But to me, it's more on the message that I need to get through sa audience. And it's also, I think, a tool man to create realities for people, to expose realities and to create new realities to people.
Ikaw, Sam, what does your art mean to you?
Art is something that's so special and unique to engage yourself into. As I stated earlier, it's someone's escape to when we're feeling every emotion, like if you're happy, sad, angry, or anything yeah. And when we discover that we have a passion for a particular art, it saves us. We learn from it. We discover it's our best friend, and that it's just that it's so beautiful. Hindi mo na you can't really express into words unless you actually have that feeling. Para sa akin.
Yes. Tama, no? So, making an art is a process, and the process varies from one artist to another artist. So, I would like to ask you guys, what do you think is the most important step or process that you should not forget when you're making your art, like when you're writing, when you're dancing? So, Paul, could you share your insights about this?
It's actually pretty scary because I still up to now don't have like the most important thing in art. Pero kumbaga, there are two things that I would like to put here. You have to ask yourself, who is it for? Is it for yourself? Is it for other people? Is it for a specific person? Because once you know who that art is for, then you're motivated to give a certain part of yourself. Because when you make art, a part of you, a part of your soul goes with it, and it just stays there. Now I'm asking you, what part of you do you give to this person, or what part of you do you give to yourself that makes you feel even more motivated? Let's say it's your mother, and you want to express your devotion and love. Give everything, the feelings that you had, the frustrations and the conflicts that you had as a parent and a son, and then put it all wrapped together in a tiny piece, and it's everything. Or for friendship, for a friend that you've never seen in a while, wrap it all up, all your good memories, the bad ones, and they will cry. I swear. Write a letter to someone you haven't met in a long time, and they will cherish it forever. Because there's this romance when it comes to letters. Everything. It really depends on who it's for. Is it for you? Now, lastly, now, if it's for you, is it so that it comforts you? Is it so that you find your way? Is it so that you would feel energized? Honestly, singing in your bathroom is like the best piece of art you could do. Gumaoy ka lang ganyan early in the morning, biskan tulog pa da mga neighbors mo. Best thing. It's art. But at the same time, staring at yourself in the mirror, giving you a monologue to keep going no matter how difficult life is, that is still art. Now, if you're going to ask for like a formula, I think I have one formula for you. It's called SPA, SPA, stop, plan, act. Stop, whatever you're doing, plan. That means looking around, getting inspiration. And like I said, who is it for? Is it for you, for somebody else? And act. The hardest part of it is actually that, no, is acting. You may have everything, no? You have stopped, you have planned, you have all of these ideas inside your head, but like you're just scared to say that one word or make that one gesture or make that one stroke. It could really change your life, honestly. So stop, plan, and act, and then ask yourself, who is it for? Because it's really a big difference, honestly. Go ahead.
Yes, just like ano, no, like when you're making a business plan or marketing plan, you have to identify first your target audience, di ba? So there's this notion that being an artist is not practical and it will not make money. It will not make you rich. So, Jan, as an artist, what is your stand on this or how do you feel about this?
Um, para sa akin, hindi na siya totoo kasi ang dami ng patunay. Ang dami ng patunay na artist na na sumikat at yumaman talaga, nakapagpundar ng kung ano-ano. Ng mga mamahaling gamit talaga, bagay, mga bahay, ganun. Na kanila na talaga dahil lang sa music. Ang dami kong nakilalang ganun. Lalo na nung at saka siya part siya ng XB, si Flo G. Ano lang siya dati, tricycle driver lang siya dati sa may Muntinlupa. Pero ngayon, ibang-iba na yung mga napundar niya dahil sa music. Kumbaga lahat talaga nasa process, ganun. Kumbaga, nasa yun kung ito-take mo yung risk na yun. Kasi may kilala akong isang rapper na taga Maynila. Nag-aaral siya, pinapili siya dati ng nanay niya kung tatapusin niya yung college niya or itutuloy niya lang yung rap career niya. Pero nung time na yun, wala pa siyang career. Wala talaga, pero mas pinag-ano niya talaga yung rap. Mas pinili niya yung rap. Kasi mas magaling siya sa rap kaysa sa school, ganun. Kapag hindi ko sinasabing huwag kayo mag-aral. Hindi ganun. Mag-graduate tayong lahat. Pero, ayun nga, kung saan ka magaling, kung feel mo mas magaling ka sa ACADS, edi go, school. Pero kung mas trip mo talaga yung mga ginagawa mong art, ganun. Doon ka magaling edi yun yung gawin mo. And kaya para sa akin, lalo na ngayon, 2021, magto 2022, talagang iba na talaga yung kayang gawin ng art, lalo na ng social media, lalo ngayong pandemic, iba talaga yung kaya nilang gawin para kumita ka ng pera.
Yeah, sabi nga nila, go where you know you'll thrive, 'di ba? So this is a general question and anyone could answer. Do you guys think that art should be funded? Like example sa sports, there's an organization that funds athletes when they go to SEA Games, Olympics. So do you guys think that art should be funded? Paul.
Sige, kumbaga ma-show and tell ko, Anay. This is actually a poster that I commissioned my friend. Was 500 pesos. Very faded out. I think it was in 2017 pa. Just a random character that I asked her to make for me. Gave her 500 pesos and now her art looks like this. Give me a moment. I'm gonna look for the picture. Like, I swear, if you think about it, no, you're not really just paying for their talent. You're also paying for the materials, but mostly their talent. Hold on. I'm sure you guys like watch Arcane. I'm pretty sure you guys watch Arcane. I'm sure you
Yes.
know this person. So she made this. And she also made this.
Oh.
So syempre, this is, I think, recently, mga within the past few years. I love my friend. Syempre, pabugal ko siya. If you guys want to follow her in social media, her name is Meganichi. I'm just gonna send that to you later. But I honestly believe that art should be funded. You pay for your televisions. You pay for your
Yes.
Wi-Fi. You pay for your clothes, and these are done by artists. Why would you not pay for it? Life would be absolutely boring without artists. And if you deny artists their bread and butter, then what's the point? No, honestly, like I'm gonna go back now from the very beginning. We're not just paying for the pieces of paper or the paint on the wall or the sound. We're paying for their talent, their hard work, and their passion. Not everyone has the same idea of hard work, passion, and talent, but we are paying for their specific those. Okay, ito. Let me take for example theater. If you think about it, it's not like singing or like in movies, right? Because it's not recorded. It's on the spot, right? They could make mistakes. And at the same time, they have to think things on the fly and not everything goes according to plan. And it is the rawest form of art. And that's why I'm so in love with it. It's the hardest thing, honestly. And I don't understand why not a lot of people appreciate it. Everyone should appreciate theater. And that's why it should be paid. Because people have mouths to feed. People have families. And the worst thing that actually made me really upset growing up was when I heard my titas, even my own mother, no, nga gusto mo magiging singer, nga gusto mo magiging artist, nga gusto mo magiging mag-painter, wa ay kada may makwa. It's hurtful. It's like crushing the dreams before it, even starts. So what I could just really say, no, follow the example of Iloilo City. They're treating their artists well. Make a better Philippines. Pay your artists. And at the same time, no, don't complain about the prices. Don't complain about the prices for the arts and commissioning, no. Kung hapos na maghimo sa art, then do it on your own. Make it on your own. 5,000 pesos, it's not a lot. It could feed a family. 10,000 pesos, it could pay for the tuition of their son or their daughter. Honestly, biskan sa mga buskers nara, actually, I'm just gonna add in another thing, no? My cousin is gonna perform with ICX sa South Point in SM mga around 3 p.m. Kung available ka mo guys, biskan kung sino, just stop by and say hi. Say hi to my blood relative. Tamo na, just give money. It's just 20 pesos, 50 pesos, but 20, 50 from 10 people, that's like 500. I'm bad at math, but like, yeah, that's a lot na. So always give. Kaya wala ka man madulaan. So yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Think that art should be
Uh,
funded.
Dugay na na. I think I stopped freelancing as a makeup artist mga before pandemic kay nakulbaan ko bala kay di ba close contact. I don't know. I just felt like hindi siya naging safe for me. Kay I lived with my lola before. I was really trying to be careful. So nag-stop ko doing makeup. Right now, I'm working as a writer, and for wait, ano to kanyang question? Ang is for art.
Like,
What
do
was the
you
question?
think that art should be funded?
Okay. Is it should be funded? Of course. I know a lot of artists, including myself, who couldn't pursue their art because they didn't have enough to fund themselves. So if this keeps happening, what will our artists be? What will our art culture be if we don't fund it in any way? If we always think nga amo to ginambal ni Paul kagina nga if hapos lang man gali then discount or free na lang kitungod friend mo or if amo na but I think there should be, of course, to answer the question if art should be funded, yes, it should be, and I hope we see more of kita mo ang mga buskers, they are being funded na, music is being funded na in a way. I hope not just busking or music. Sorry, I think my connection is slow.
It's okay now. You're audible, man.
Okay lang?
Yes.
Is it okay?
Okay, so thank you for those
Okay.
insights. For our last question tonight, we have seen how art has been used as a medium for different causes. It has not just become a tool for self-expression, no, but it has inspired social movements and changes. So I would like to ask our guests for tonight, why do you continue making art and what is the purpose of your art? So let's start with Sam.
So why do I continue making art? Is that right? Well, to be honest, as I said naman kagina, it's art is where we go to for an escape, and it's something that I have to do in my life. Na even though I'm a college student already, I really even mga college students nga friends ko man, when I asked them, okay, why are you still doing ballet? You know, it's for high school, it's for like normally all the answers there boil down to we need to do something. You know, we need to do something we love, something we do that drive that diverts our mind somewhere to what we love, to our passion naman. And at the same time, it helps us as a person develop our character and our minds and physically. So ako yeah, I personally don't like going to the gym. I did it once and that's gonna be the last. Once lang ni Jess. Sorry sa mga pala-gym ha. Pero, basta, it's not my thing. Pero, when I dance, it's like I'm exercising already. At the same time, doing something I love.
Yes.
So, it kind of hits two birds in one stone. That I exercise, at the same time, I'm enjoying it. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's basically why I'm still doing theater, because it makes me happy. It makes everyone happy when we engage in art. So, wala.
Yes. How about you, Jan?
And agree ako kay ng Sam kasi ayun din yung reason ba't nag-start ako mag-music kasi nga naging escape ko siya. Ganun. Kasi yung mga time na lalo na nung nag-hard lockdown talaga. Kasi ako yung matropa ako, ganun. Tapos, lagi akong lagi akong may pinagsasabihan, ganun, kung ano mga nangyayari sa buhay ko. Tapos nga, ayun nga, dumating ng hard lockdown, ang hirap na, ganun. Tapos, ayun, sa music at dancing, doon ako nakakita ng ko. Kumbaga, na-express ko yung gusto kong sabihin ganun. Tapos, rin siya, ayun nga, naging escape ko siya, tapos, iba talaga yung nabibigay niya sa mo, sa sarili mo kapag ginagawa mo siya. Example, um, nagdo-drawing ka, ganun. Tapos, pag may natapos kang artwork, example, ano pa lang yun, work in progress na ano pa lang na type. Pero iba talaga sa feeling kasi nabubus ka talaga niya nabubus yung confidence mo na wala ako gumawa na ito, ang galing ko. Kumbaga papaganon ka na lang talaga sa self mo ganun. Kaya ayun, iba talaga nabibigay ng ng art. Kaya hindi talaga ako natigil, tsaka wala akong balak tumigil. Tuloy-tuloy
True,
na ako.
true. Ikaw next. Why do you continue making art and what is ang core purpose agad sa art mo?
Um, art siguro wait. Kung ang theater na arts, okay, I stopped. Tinipito ko na sa LT. But I feel like, kasi there's different platforms, diba? Hindi mo na minigin ka ng acting or wala ka na, hindi ka na for theater. Siguro it's just that, sometimes it's okay to rest. And then when one door closes, another opens. Muna ko nga, actually in terms of the painting, there was a time na nag-stop ko post kay nahuya ko sa I have a lot of friends na very good with art. And then kung mag-scene sila ng story, ko sang una sa start, syempre kakahuya ko. Tapos oh my gosh, itigil ko na lang. And there's one name si Holly. There's one person nga nag-PM sa akin, kaya may painting before, hindi ko siya gets, how na namin siya. Basta about may two friends nga, ang isa naka-strawberry hat, ang isa naka-frog hat. And then nag-message si Holly sa akin na nag-brush siya, brush sa impression sa nga muna nga drawing. And then nga na-inspire siya ng windy what and everything. Tapos from that time, doon ako na-realize na hala, while I'm underestimating myself, while I'm bringing down myself nga, ay kailangan sa akong art and everything, may another person without my knowledge nga kaka-inspire while I'm doing that. So feeling ko to direct it na start nga muna akong purpose. I'm not really like, I can always not say na sa kanila may drawing. But I feel like my art is something I could tell people, especially those na who are not really good, if they think they're not good in drawing or in art, na it's, kasi there is a quote in another part that says art is not supposed to look nice, it's supposed to make you feel something. And the fact that there's at least one person who thinks na this creation is making me feel something, then that's enough. And I feel like my purpose, yeah, especially in painting, is to tell other people, especially those na huya pala, na you don't have to compare yourself sa iba. It doesn't mean kay feeling mo level 1, kaya level 1 ka palang mo, t-shirt siya level 15 na siya, oy, compare mo yung imo level, sa iya kami 49, ka pa yung level nga t-shirt, siya level 15 na siya mo, and you don't know man kung ano man ang ginagyan sa person nga na before, naka-level 50 siya, na. Ang feeling ang purpose, first, you have to, in order to reach level 50, you have to start in level 1. And in order to start in level 1, you have to believe in yourself. At namuna kang na learn in the process. Kaya ako nakubaani ko isang una, and gagawin ako ng insecurity. And may parts ako nga, muna ako, alin sa start, before sa pandemic, dapat naman ako plans, pero hindi ko gusto mong pisahan, kaya panguna pala ang insecurity. Pero actually, ma-realize mo, pag ma-startan mo siya, it's not about others' progress, it's about yours. It's what message. If you're going to just lantaw lang progress ang tanan-tanan, hindi kaya mag-progress kasi you're just going to compare yourself sa ibang nga tao. So I feel ka muna. So if you want to try, you want to start with ang straight line mo, sa yung line mo na gabot, it's okay. Di ba muna? So yeah, that's it. I think that's it.
Yes, I can pretty much relate to that. Kaya I know how to write, I know how to edit videos, I know how to do makeup, but I feel like I'm average pa. Do ka mediocre pa. That's why I don't usually post my art on social media. However, if hindi ko pag-obrahon, din ko puluton, right? So the only way up is down. So I have to really start at rock bottom. So nang Jairen,
Ako ya guys, very short lang ne. So I would like to tell you all na I'm so very proud despite of those problem ganing aga kaabot. So gin-push yung gid gyapon in your passion. So muna lang. And partner, by the way, truly art is bigger than us, no? So there you have it, Kasimanwas. We hope that you're inspired by this artist and let us know your reactions by commenting using the hashtag artista episode 4 and you may win 50 pesos worth of load. Wow! Damo budget.
But before we end tonight's show, we'll have one final game for our artist. This game is called
Yes.
Ban, as in BAN, Marry or Collab. So basically, revision, some fuck, Mary kill, but this time we'll have it in artist edition. So let's start. Nang Faye,
Oh,
ready?
OMG.
Nang Faye, good luck.
So, ready ka na nang?
Game ka
So,
na
ang
ba?
mechanics niya, save lang sa sa
Oo,
Fuck, Marry,
like, pili
Kill.
ka lang sa three choices and then tell us why. So, your choices are Lang Leave,
Ban,
Lea
Mary, and
Salonga,
Kulab.
and Taylor Swift. Who will you ban,
Oh my God, okay.
collab, or marry? Like, disregard ang gender.
Okay. Iban ko, sorry sa mga fan. First silang leave, iban ko. Mary. Wait, sino yung Mary ko? Ambisyosa ka. Kung makulab ko kay Lea Salonga. Wait lang. Oh my God.
Go
Pero,
nang.
okay. Kung sa talent and sa artistry, si Lea Salonga, makolab ko. And kay si Taylor Swift, may okay, si Taylor Swift, ako na, hindi ba need ka na explanation kay Mary Taylor Swift. Basta silang live, iban ko.
Thank you, Nang Faye. Next naman partner, si Paul. So, Paul, your
Yay.
choices are Logan Lerman, Freddie Mercury, Adele. Ban, Mary, or Kulab?
Oh no! Why would you do this to me? Why would you put those three people together? Oh no!
Sorry.
Mm.
Go,
Interesting.
Paul.
That's the thing, because just a couple of hours ago, I was worshiping Logan Lerman and his glow up with the I hated the movie, but I loved him. And then there's Freddie Mercury. I love that man. Amazing human being. He's a literal god on earth. Adele, hindi ko familiar, no? But I know how talented and hardworking she is. But she's easy answer, no? I'm just gonna ban Adele. I don't not because I don't appreciate her work, because I'm not really that acquainted with her. Like, she's not a special place in my heart yet, unless somebody convinces me otherwise. So yun eh, like I want to be married to Freddie Mercury and Logan Lerman. Pwede both.
Bonggang
Pwede man.
answer.
Yeah. But I know if I would marry Logan Lerman and if I collab with Freddie Mercury, paos gid ko ya. And if I marry Freddie Mercury and I collab with Logan Lerman, I'm pretty short, so I'm not pretty looking like him. So that's a really difficult answer. So paano to?
Ano kaya?
Can I toss a coin? Because I wanna let fate decide this one, because can't put it into my heart to choose between. Sige.
Okay.
Do you want us to
Okay.
come back na lang, Simo?
Sige na.
Next
Freddie
na,
Mercury, I'm gonna marry him and then I'm gonna collab with Logan Lerman. That's it.
Oh.
I might be in the new movie, actually. In the
Kawawa
new
naman si
series.
Adele.
So, next,
Yeah.
Jan, ready ka na?
Go, Jan.
Your choices are Chavez Scott, Flo G, and Cartel M.
Idol, yan ganyan.
Ban, collab, or marry?
Ang hirap!
Alam mo na sino may pakanan nito.
Kalala ko na. Ano muna, sa may Mary si Flo G. Kasi ano siya kumbaga parang secret sauce siya ng hip-hop ngayon Once na nakapag-collab ka sa kanya, automatic, automatic nasa
Rock and
taas ka
roll.
na agad Tapos, collab Cartelem, tapos ban Travis Scott. Ban ko muna sa Travis Scott kasi may isa pa siya
Grabe.
So,
Delikado
nandiyan
si Astroworld
Okay, next, si Anexa. So your choices are, next, Vincent Van Gogh, Lenny Robredo, Angelina Jolie. Van Mary Collab.
Grabe ang lines lang nga genre. Ito din si Lenny. Ito naman na si... Wait lang, Lenny, Van
politics.
Gogh, and...
Angelina Jolie.
Sinisa. Angelina Jolie. Okay, wait. Oh my God. Ano man? First, and ano ko na lang siya i-put to like the artist. Oh my God, mali lang kayo, ako, pink is power.
Ginawa na yun.
Yes. Yata. Okay, wait. Gani, karyos ng kay Lenny. Okay. Sige, ban si Lenny because I feel like sa ilang nga tatlo siya ang lain niya genre. I'm so sorry. Per presidency, I will marry Lenny. That's for sure. But if sa genre ng art, okay, wait lang. Sorry, good Lenny. Sa 2022. And then, Mary, feeling ko out of wala na question, Angelina Jolie, and hello, excuse me, Brad Pitt, what the heck, diba? And then, wait lang, collab is Van Gogh. I feel like, compared kay Van Gogh, though ka-ambisyosa sa ako niya marunong mag-collab. Feeling ko daw ako lang guro ang taga-trace. Kung ano lang ako ni-collab. Pero feeling ko, oh my gosh, that would have been nice. Pero amo na, kaya doon ka-amazing lang, kaya compared sa iba, doon ka lain-lain sila. Doon ka lain-lain nga genre. Hindi ko gets kung anong connection nila. Hindi kay Van Gogh, kay Angelina Jolie, pero that's it. That was hard.
So,
Thank you. Okay, next, si Crystal. Hi, Crystal. So your choices are Jessica Soho, Emma Stone, Frida Kahlo. Sakto, Kahlo.
Grabe, though controversial. Kung may i-ban ko kayo. Cancelled. Jessica Soho, Emma Stone,
Frida.
or Frida Kahlo. Okay. Sorry, Jessica. Oh my God. Ban natin si Jessica. Kay wala kami similarity. Hindi kami hindi kami compatible. Siyempre, di ba, at least, wala kami compatibility, wala kami similarities. Hindi kami, istoryahan namon kami. Pretty column, makolab kami. May collab kami. And si Emma Stone, because she's hot. Marry ko siya.
So, thank you for that, Nang. And last but not the least, Sam. Your choices are Catherine Bernardo, Bretman Rock, Billie Eilish, Van Mary Collab.
Marry Bretman Rock. Marry that guy. Marry that guy. I don't know. I've been idolizing Bretman for so long. I love his attitude. I love his passion. I love everything about him. Like, he's such a unique guy. He's such a
Yes.
unique person, and a lot of us can really get a lot of inspiration from him, naman. Okay. Nawili ko, ano to kaniyang duwa?
Catherine Bernardo. Catherine and Billie
Yani.
Eilish.
Okay, I would. Ooh, that's pretty hard, because I recently liked Billie Eilish, and I also like Catherine Bernardo because she's a Filipino actress. I don't want to ban anyone because they're both so good. Mm. Okay, I'd say ban Billy and collab with Catherine Bernardo because I think there'll be and I like the industry she's in, and I just think there'd be so much to learn from her. So,
So thank you for that, Sam. So Nang Jairen.
Okay, so thank you everyone. So there you have it, Kasimanwas. This has been such an inspiring art-filled episode and I hope that you have enjoyed tonight.
Uh, Thank you so much ng Faye, Jan, Paul, ng Crystal, Sam, and Anexa for sharing your passion and love for the arts in this episode. May you never run out of passion and drive to continue making the world a better place through your art. So this has been Yancy. Thank you for being with us tonight.
And this has been Jaren Belby. See you on the next episode.
Yay! Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you
thank you so much,
guys.
Thank
everyone. Thanks for
you.
having
Hey,
us.
before we
Thank
go,
you.
Thank
is
you.
this like the
Again,
last bit,
thank
right?
you so much. Wait, ma-picture tanay.
Will
Before
this
we
be what
end,
time?
base may one ka mo i-plug. Let's start with Paul.
Oh, sa ICX, mga South Point, 3 p.m. sa Sunday. That's what I was gonna ask. I'm not sure kung makita sa tao sa sine. And Meganichi in Facebook and in Instagram. Kumbaga.
Ikaw, ng Crystal, base may one ka i-plug.
Um, naman, I don't have any, Gcash, send me load.
Amen.
Yeah, thank you. Ikaw, Jan.
And pwede nyo ma-add sa Facebook kasi doon ako, doon active, doon ako active.
May
And
YouTube account,
pwede nyo rin ako
Sam.
ma-search sa pwede
If
nyo
you're
rin ako
into
ma-search sa
rap,
sa YouTube. And pwede nyo ako ma-search sa YouTube, Daisy Ada Kid. Tapos kung gusto nyo makipag-collab sa akin, basta andun lahat sa YouTube ko lahat. And then, nag-edit din akong video ng music video, basta ganun. And kilala na ako ni YouTube, Mama I Made It. Kilala na rin po ako ni Google, Mama I Made It.
yeah, thank you. How about you,
Thank
Sam?
you.
May one ka i-plug.
Oh, yes. Mm-mm. So the USA Little Theater has so much going on, even though virtually kami tanan. Every day we're actually posting. There's so much content, so I encourage you guys to visit the USA Little Theater page because yeah, we have the whole month planned out, and December is almost knocked out as well. And next for the Claraval Gonzalez School of Classical Ballet, we will be having a show. I'm not sure yet if it's going to be the 19th or the 16th of December. So if you're around festive, sneak peek samon, mga dances. Yeah. Muman na. Thank you.
Yay, thank you. Ikaw next.
Oh, mano lamang ko. Wala. Thank you. And yeah.
Ayan. So thank you
Yeah.
again. Have a good night's sleep,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
But
Bye-bye.